Harold Noah hired me 40 years ago. The mess that I have made since then is his fault. I came here to turn around a moribund program in personnel psychology to make it something that it is actually today. And my charge was to build. Who could turn a job down like that? I had been at Clark University, where I had turned around a program, MBA, the Department of Management, and doubled it in size and all that. And the president of the University of Clark at the time, a psychologist, wanted me then to stay on and be the dean of this department and make it a school. And I told him that I was leaving and going to teacher's college. And he went into a tirade and called me everything under the name of the sun and so forth. So I left under those kind of circumstances and came and sat down with Harold in his office to talk about the position here. I was stunned about how civil this man was and how decent and respectful he was. So those are the things that I remember so much and appreciate very much. So we negotiated my coming here, and I came here as a full professor without tenure. And I said to him, I don't understand this. Usually full professor and tenure go together. He said, not at teacher's college. And I said, okay, as long as I get reviewed within a year or two. He said, fine. And the following year I got tenure. And then, by the way, it happened with a letter from him. I never even knew I was being reviewed or anything like that. Those days are gone forever, people. We don't do it that way anymore. We have tons of things to read and to discuss and so forth before we promote a person even to associate professor, not to mention full. But the thing that I did not negotiate very well with Harold was a parking space. And he patiently explained to me that he was not responsible for parking space management. And I didn't understand who was, but there was somebody else who was, and that was not a part of his job. And so I didn't get a parking space for 2 years. So I came as a full professor without a parking space. And but Harold said that was not his job, and he would see to it that, somebody else maybe looked into it. But so I finally got a parking space at Riverside Church in the basement. So at least God watched over my car for 22 years. Harold was loaded with integrity. I've never seen a man that had more integrity than he did. And respectful and kind and decent human being. So my start at Teachers College was wonderful because of Harold. And so I do owe it to him to still be here. And I appreciate the opportunity to say these few words, and especially to the family.